I mean, there's clearly not a parity of esteem between higher education and further education. I mean, to what extent, Christine, do you think if we just sort of sorted out that problem, it would help with lots of other problems?
I think that makes a lot of things easier because one point we keep coming back to in this podcast has been around information and understanding. To what extent do young people and their employers understand the value of some of these further education qualifications? If they're talked about more, if there's more media attention on them, if there's more sense of here, better comms, here's what we know, here's what we can tell you, I think that does help with people who are navigating those systems and making those decisions. But I also think we have to be a little bit careful when we think about what parity of esteem actually means, because, I said earlier, in my view, the FE system, yes, is covering those sort of level 3, level 4, level 5 qualifications that are meant to be equivalent to some of these, the more academic track qualifications. If you have a young person who's going and doing a degree apprenticeship, that should absolutely have parity of esteem with somebody who's going and doing a degree in the same subject. We should really work on valuing that. But in some sense, you also have to think about the FE system as providing those basic skills, those foundational skills courses, and trying to bring up and support the people who maybe didn't get it the first time around or maybe need that extra support at a lower level of skill. And it's a little bit silly, or it's just not going to happen to say your functional skills course should have parity of esteem with my degree. So we need to be a little bit more, I think, a little bit more careful about where we want to see parity of esteem without using that as an excuse to pivot the FE system just to focusing on those really high value, really high level qualifications and not forget about that kind of basic set of skills, which is really important for bringing up the tail. And that's going to be really important for economic growth as well.